Do you think that Twitch is only banning people if they get actually get DMCA'd? And normally that was not Twitch's behavior before. For smaller channels, they would ban just outright. Like if you were streaming the UFC, they would just ban you without like a DMCA strike. That's like one of the most
Yeah.
famous examples. Like
Hmm.
so, do you think that Twitch is deliberately not banning these channels for a reason? These top like they know it's happening. There's staff in the chat.
Mhm.
What do you think's going on there?
Um, so I've got a couple of thoughts. They're all speculation about what's going on
Mhm.
with Twitch. Is one, Twitch has to walk this fine line of like policing its platform within the DMCA so that they get their safe harbor protections and can't be sued directly by the content owners, and trying to make money and keep their biggest streamers happy and keep those audiences on Twitch as well. So I don't know exactly what I mean. Let me say this: I don't know what Twitch is doing behind closed doors. I don't know what they're saying there. I'm not having those conversations at all. I'm not asking them, and if I were, it would probably be in the context of something where I'd have to keep it privileged anyway. Um, so I don't know what Twitch is doing, but my guess is, from the way they're acting, is they're trying to navigate that line between, do we face some sort of bigger repercussions, or can we keep doing this and keeping these audiences on here and kind of giving slaps on the wrist?
Is there a legal precedent of any kind? I've heard rumors of this that if they act ignorant to the fact that it's happening on their website, then they can make that case in court because similar to Google Viacom.
Yeah, so I believe one of the standards with the DMCA is like, if you have knowledge of it,
Hmm.
then you have to do something about it. But if they're ignorant of it, if they're not aware of it, then they don't have to act on it. That's part of the safe harbor protections, if I remember correctly.
Oh man, that's so interesting.
Mhm.
Okay,
So
wow.
it's also, I mean, one of the things I've thought as well, and this goes back more to the Amaranth case, is I think that Twitch sometimes, like, some of the bans, you couldn't really tell when the ban was coming, and a lot of people would say like, well, they're banning here but not there. And I think some of the ways Twitch operates is to keep a little bit, or a lot of arbitrariness about what they do, so that there is no sort of like, oh, this is Twitch's standard operating procedure, so we know it's going to happen, so that they can retain a lot of discretion. Now, I think here the better play for them is likely just the, ignorance. We don't know about it. If it does come to our attention, if a strike gets issued, then we'll take it down.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah, because
And not
that
a strike issued, sorry, if a DMCA notice gets brought to their attention.
right. Because but the DMCA people also just have the ability to completely skip that process and just sue a person, right?
Mhm. Yep, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so what happens with DMCA is you get the takedown notice, and the platform has to take down the content. The person filing the DMCA is supposed to consider fair use and some other factors that they're supposed to attest to. But if you get the notice, you're supposed to take down the content unless it's clearly like, no, this is bogus or whatever.
Mm.
You take down the content. The person who put the content up can then contest it. And if they contest it, it's actually sort of strange. I've heard of instances where the platform is pushed back. They're not really supposed to do that. If
Mhm.
the content creator pushes back on the takedown, the platform's supposed to put the content back up and then inform the person who filed the DMCA takedown notice of what happened, and then it's out of their hands. And basically the person claiming infringement can go sue or start taking legal action against them. But at that, as long as the platform does that, they get that safe harbor protection where they don't have liability for the infringement as well.
Hmm.
Mhm.
So I mean, people in chat are talking about like the lack of transparency on Twitch's part with regards to like any of this. Like Twitch hasn't really made many official statements here. Is
Why would
that at
they?
all
Why would they?
Yeah, why
right?
yeah, exactly.
Like
Like,
the legal
Yeah.
angle
what is
here,
the
though.
upside to them making a statement about it?
Mhm.
Like, I mean, the best way for a platform to try to protect itself is essentially try to play as neutral as possible. You're a
Mhm.
platform. Like, you're not the one doing the content, you're just the platform. And so trying to remain as aloof as possible is their best play on this.